A lot of MPs, politicians, the general public think that people that hunt on horseback are all posh snobs, if you like, which is not the case at all. Take me, for example. I'm a farmer's son. I'm a farrier by trade. I love hunting. I'm certainly not posh. I'm just the farmer's son from up the road. If Labour was to ban trail hunting, it would be devastating from all angles, all ways of life. Certainly in the countryside community, for a number of reasons. It's social events, it's people's way of lives, it's livelihoods. It's certainly. I mean, I'm a farrier. It's 60% of my work is hunt horses, so that would affect me, feed merchants. It would be devastating to all businesses, and also for the welfare of the hounds. I mean, what would happen to the hounds, my horses? We all know, the livestock at the end of the day, if they don't have a purpose anymore, if they don't have something to go out for in the morning, they would sadly have to be put down. And for me to witness that, or for me to be part of that, it would break me as a person.
We've got 5 horses in the stables that all need a set of shoes every 4 weeks when they're out hunting. That's somebody's mortgage. That's somebody's dinner on their table. That's their bread and butter. And there's a constant need for veterinary attention. There's a constant need for plumbing here, building work. It's not just necessarily your farmer, your da-da-da-da-da. We're looking at builders, plumbers, electricians. So we have a massive pony club at the Buccleuch. I think our children's meet was arguably one of the busiest days of our season, but I think it's invaluable to the children. That you talk about mental health in children. I quite frankly think it's a better way of life for anyone if they can be outside. Then how lucky are we to be able to go outside every weekend? We're not sat in front of an Xbox. They're outside in the fresh air, keeping their minds right, talking to like-minded children, having the best time, jumping their ponies or galloping around. For the welfare of children, you can see it in the parents, that the parents of the Buccleuch will tell you there is no mental health issues in our hunt.
Research has proved that if you mix with people from different groups, that you are more socially happy and happy in yourself. I'm a result of that. When you're out there in the countryside, enjoying the freedom of the countryside, we all have something in common. And that's great for us. That's really good for our mental health. When I'm at work as a community nurse, they'll say, "Oh, where are the hounds?" And I'll say, "Oh, they had so-and-so on Saturday." And seeing hounds work, doing a job that they're bred to do, there is not a greater thrill. And following a trail, fine, that's what we do. It's huge in villages. We have meets at pubs. We'll often go as a group, planned, to support that pub. For me, the people such as the bakery, the deli, the little small cafe in local villages, that's what gives you a sense of community.
Please find out the true facts about trail hunting before supporting any ban on it and the consequences that this legislation would have on our rural communities.
One of the strangest parts of politics is how you get into situations of unbelievable controversy without ever meaning to or wanting to. The fox hunting subject resulted in one of the domestic legislative measures I most regret.
Anti-hunting groups donated £1 million to the Labour Party to ban fox hunting. This was exactly the same amount of money Bernie Ecclestone gave Labour not to ban tobacco advertising on Formula One cars. Despite attending a recent League Against Cruel Sports event, the newly appointed League on Fox Hunting Crime police chief declined an invitation to attend any of the British Hound Sports Association's trail hunting days to see for himself how trail hunting actually works. The Labour Party also rejected British Hound Sports Association's application to take a stand at their party conference, whilst allowing League Against Cruel Sports to take a stand. With our world in turmoil and the UK economy and finances under acute pressure, don't we have greater priorities for parliamentary time than unnecessary new legislation on trail hunting? We have already seen how much that rushed, ill-considered policy has left lasting consequences for rural communities and our elderly population. Criminal convictions for killing foxes by hunts have amounted to a mere 0.01% of hunting days since the ban 20 years ago. That's just over one conviction a year. Trail hunting has adapted to the law. Compare this, for example, with the 234 convictions for illegally owning an XL bully. 183 registered hunts are regulated by the British Hound Sports Association. They work tirelessly to provide proper regulation and ensure members obey the existing law. Most of the 8,000 hours of police time since the ban has been to control criminal activity, both by hunt saboteurs and trespassing by illegal hare coursers. Any ban on trail hunting would mean more direct job losses by hunt employees than there are MPs in Parliament. In addition, there would be over 5,000 job losses in small local businesses that are indirectly affected. That's more than twice the number than at the Port Talbot Steelworks. These job losses are largely in rural areas where alternative employment opportunities are increasingly scarce. A trail hunting ban would increase poverty, stress, anxiety, and anger in rural communities. We have already seen this with the large numbers of ordinary people that attended and supported the Farmers' Westminster protests. The government has declared a commitment for economic growth. How will the £1.7 billion that would be lost in the rural economy help with that? Labour wants to improve animal welfare. We all want that, especially in the countryside. Animals are at the heart of rural communities. However, any ban would mean that 10,000 hounds and probably as many horses would have to be repurposed. Sadly, the economic reality of this would mean that it simply isn't possible, and hence many would have to be euthanised instead. This would be a dreadful outcome and go against all our aims to improve animal welfare. Hunts provide an essential, invaluable free service to farmers, helping them deal with their fallen livestock, a vital contribution to British farming. Opposite to public perception, most of the people who go trail hunting are not upper class, nor went to a public school. They are hard-working family people. Nurses, teachers, milkmen, carers, gardeners, farriers and farmers, to name but a few. 40,000 ordinary working people regularly go out hunting, supported by thousands more followers and spectators. Trail hunting is a legal, regulated, healthy outdoor sport, full of people who enjoy being in the countryside. We live in a stressful world beset by obesity and mental health problems. Trail hunting gives many a release from their day-to-day work pressures and the freedom to unwind in beautiful surroundings, and it should be encouraged. In many rural areas, hunting is the glue that binds people together. It is the centre of social life, employment, and, most importantly, the community. Don't take our word for it. Ask any rural post office, shop or pub how important their local hunt is to them, their income and their way of life.
Every year on Boxing Day, over 250,000 ordinary members of the public go out to enjoy watching their local hunt meet. Just imagine if the government banned fans from attending Wembley to watch the FA Cup final for 3 consecutive years.
We're offering our help to educate these people into what we do, our rural way of life, the love and the bond we have for our hounds. And when we did invite them, sadly, for the Trail Lane Day, none of those guys came, politicians, MPs or the police, which was sad really, because it kind of makes you think, are those guys just tunnel vision in banning the sport we love rather than coming out and being educated on what we do?
All that those who would be affected by any ban are asking for is to be heard and listened to by the government before any legislation comes before Parliament. Use this hashtag to get further information about the true facts of trail hunting and the devastating consequences to thousands of ordinary working people of any ban on it.